Howdy Internet, this is Penndragon from the Hilt, and today I'm going to be speaking about my broadsword style dagger. Now the reason why it's called a broadsword style dagger is because it looks very much like a broadsword in both its design and, well, that's about it. I don't know why I said both. But anyway, my specific one was bought on Amazon for about 40 bucks, but this one kind of here is a little worse for repair. There's supposed to be this adhesive that keeps the leather together for the thing that holds it to your belt, but for some reason the adhesive wasn't strong enough to hold any sort of weight. It's still bad. But anyway, going in a bit ahead to the design, and this dagger is designed to hang more like a miniature sword than an actual dagger, because daggers are meant to be, I don't know, a little bit shorter than this for this specific width, but with how long it is you could still pretty much use it as normal. Now, one thing I really like about this particular dagger is that it's the only one in my collection that is sharp. None of my other her blades can make any form of cuts or abrasions or any of that stuff. My dagger is the only one that is capable of making cuts. I'm not holding it properly, but it's still cutting. Whereas if I pulled out literally any other sword, say... my bastard sword... I should have taken this down before the video, but I didn't know I was going to use it. But anyway. See? It doesn't cut. And this is one of my better looking blades, so it doesn't cut. The dagger does, though. Did I blunt it? Please don't tell me I blunted it. No, I blunted it. How did I blunt it? Oh, wait. No. I made too many cuts with this thing. Perhaps. Let me see. Something else. Sorry, instead of being an explanation video, I'm showing off how this thing cuts. Oh my gosh. This'll do nicely. Okay, it still cuts. I was just being paranoid. But anyway, on more of an explanation side, daggers are meant to be smaller and more efficient to carry and used more as a secondary arm as opposed to a primary arm. However, when used as a primary arm, it's designed mostly into quick movements and a lot of stabbing. This one in particular would be really good at the stab because it's a straight blade with a tapered point. As such, it's a lot better at the stab. Though, as you can clearly see, it's good at the cut as well. However, Stab works just as well, I think. Yep, stab works. Stabby, stabby. Now, I personally don't care too much for daggers. I like much larger blades when working with blades and the like, thus the channel being Sword Doll. However, these daggers are still a very important part of my blades collection, and I thought it would be very, very important to at least show them off. And because of that, here's a 2-for-1 deal. This is a very decorative dagger. It has no point. It's not sharp whatsoever. In fact, it's just a white piece of metal. Now, this one is very decorative. I got this at a place known as Ocean Mark, which is very Eastern influenced, I should say, without going any further. Now, this blade isn't really Eastern influenced. It's more along the lines of, well, a lot of European influences. I got it because of this really neat little velvet hilt, and it looks more like a fantasy dagger than anything else. It looks cool, but my only problem is it's not very wieldy. Yeah, it looks like I could make cuts, but it's really messing with me with how it's weighted, and I really wouldn't recommend swinging this thing around. I don't know how much this one was worth because this one was a gift from Logan. And as such, I thank him very much for this little addition to my collection. I appreciate all the swords that are in my collection. Some of them were gifts and some of them I bought myself, but some of the ones that I like the most were gifts, in my opinion. Gifts are my favorite blades in my collection, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But anyway, sorry for this being on the short side, but I wanted my daggers to have a dedicated video, and for me, there's not a lot to talk about with daggers because they're basically miniature swords, and it's not really my forte about daggers specifically. So next time I do a video, I'm going to be doing more on actual swords and do a lot more research into them. But this video is more just a fun, hey, I have a sharp and it's a dagger. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you appreciate this video. Have a wonderful day.